Happy Tuesday, everybody! Welcome. Hello, it's June 4th. Here in the Night Attack Pre-Show. I'm Bryce Castillo, your pre-show navigator. Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody. Everyone in the chat now is yelling for marbles now. No, we're not doing marbles tonight. We may do. We'll probably have a marbles night. Maybe Friday or Saturday. Maybe Friday or Saturday. I'll have to figure it out. The coming week is, I don't know what it looks like. But hello, everybody. Welcome. This is the Night Attack Pre-Show. We're gonna start. The Night Attack podcast in about an hour. So welcome. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Gonna get a little warmed up. I don't have a drink. I kind of was debating whether I should go down and look because I don't think they have drinks anymore. But yeah, hello. We got a good show for you. Brian and Justin back at it. Justin's in town. Brian is, I'm assuming he's around. I guess I haven't seen him since I got here. But yes, we're back. I hope you guys enjoyed those banked episodes. They were fun. They were fun and they were different. We might talk about them a little bit later. What else? Weird Things also back. Cord Killer's also back because we took last week off for Memorial Day, so we were back with the early. We streamed it early in the day. Cord Killers did, but it's out now on all the RSS feeds. CordKillers.com. Woo. And let's see what else. Updates. It's been 2 weeks. I've been trimming my hair. I mentioned this on the beginning of Weird Things this week, but I've actually, because I haven't, I guess I was on stream I was doing some streams during the banked episodes, but I've been doing the reverse of letting it grow out. I've been cutting it by like an inch or an inch and a half every week the past couple weeks. just because I where did I think I know I mentioned this somewhere. Oh, maybe this was while I was gaming with some people, but it tends to fall out a little bit when it's long, and so it means the long parts are not as full as I'd like. So I'm gonna see how it looks. Oh, we got a Mike TV raid. Thank you, Mike TV Live. Mike TV Live is losing all of his marbles. Well, we're not. Oh, gosh, marbles. I love marbles. Marbles are great. I've heard Brian told me when we were at the shoot, we had a shoot on Sunday, that Jay is like obsessed, that he loves marbles. The marbles are so fun. I don't know if we'll do them here. I guess I can find that installer and see if I can do something about that. But yeah, I don't know how much, if at all, we do any marbles tonight. But I will stealthily to get this prepared. But hi everybody, how's your week going? It's Tuesday. It's the start of the week. It feels like, I guess it's the start of the week. It feels weird. We had those banked episodes and Cord Killers, and so it not to mention Modern Rogue shoots and stuff were kind of off for a bit just because Jason was out of town or whatever, and so it's I'm still like. It'll be better tomorrow when I have to get back into doing a Scam Nation edit. That'll be when I really start to feel like I'm back on it. Though Wednesday is the heavy editing day, so usually I'll be back to feeling done Thursday or Friday. But yeah. Let's see, Schieber said they had a long weekend, whacked weeds and brewed beer. Very cool. Very nice. Very nice. Also, thank you to Mighty Mike and Thalcott for resubscribing. Welcome back. 2 months for Mike and 12 months for Thalcott. Welcome. 12 months. We should figure out a 12-month and at least a 12-month badge. I don't know. I've mentioned the badges stuff before. It's a little diamond next to the name in the chat. But I don't know. What I like about the gold is that's like that's it. You got the gold and you got it. I don't know. I don't want there to be like, I don't know. It feels so weird. It feels super weird, but I don't know. Maybe we'll figure something. It would have to have something better than gold, or it'd have to be something higher than gold. Because we have the blue for 1 month. We have the ruby for 3 months, and the gold hits at 6. So I don't know. I don't know. We need to figure it out. Dr. Arby says diamond, but wouldn't that just look blue? That's why I liked blue for the beginning, cause for the 1 month, cause it kind of looks like a diamond, with it being blue. I don't know. We could do white or like a black, like a shiny black, like an obsidian. I don't know. But I kind of like gold. I kind of just like people hitting gold, and we hit, gold club. The gold club, everybody. I don't know. Yeah, diamond would be white. Talcott. I don't know. You all are the ones who got the 25-month subscriptions. So I don't know. What do you guys feel about it? Let me know what you feel about it. But it's ooh, welcome back, everybody. I've been doing some streams. If you missed them, we did some streams here on twitch.tv/nightattack during the 2 weeks with the banked episodes. And so the marble streams, I'm sure, are still on the VODs. I have those. I recorded those when I did them, but I don't know if they're like very interesting on their own. I don't know. Maybe they are. If are they? Would you go and watch like non-live marbles? I don't know. Ibo Robotosa says, I like the rewinds. Yeah, rewinds are great. Rewind's fun. Like, I'm trying to figure out the best way, or like the best schedule for doing rewinds, because we were doing them every week. But I have other stuff I'd like to do on the channel, including things like if we do a marbles night, or if we do we did the not attack / trending lemon stream, which was cool. And it gets tough to find time to do those and prep for those, and also have like a 4-hour rewind, especially over the weekend when we're doing shoots on the weekends and stuff too. So it's kind of hard. At Rewind Cult, or check the Rewind channel in the Discord for updates, nightattack.tv/Discord. If you want to stay up to date, because I don't know, it's tough. I don't know. I wonder if there's a better way to do it. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see what else we got here. Falcott says platinum. What Jane says we could do glitter. Double complete rainbow. We could do like a rainbow. A rainbow would be neat. Or like an iridescent. It's the oily iridescent sort of look. Let's see. Black diamond. Black card. Yeah. Unobtainium. What Jane says she'd be up for a shiny black. Okay. Yeah. Top hats and monocles. Ooh, that would be good. Because I don't think we've never like readjusted like 2 what is it, 2 years ago now when Patreon changed their numbers. We could do videos of the pre-show. I'm just hey y'all, we can do videos if you want. We don't. The thing about doing videos in the pre-show is that we have the channel in the Discord for stuff like that, but we don't. We have some actually got some stuff pulled here, but I don't just want to watch them alone necessarily. It'd be nice if the guys were here. But there are some videos here. But a lot of weeks we just don't get like recent videos. No one's posted any videos in the chat, so you want to do videos? I think post them up. Otherwise, we can just talk. Ivo I had it right the first time. Ivo Robotosa says, could the rewinds be pre-edited and left to run? They could be, but then the rendering time it would they wouldn't be very difficult to edit, but they would take a long time to render, even though they'd be there wouldn't be any edits to them. But that's a lot of render time. Like, I would just be replacing one amount of time with another. I don't know. That could be an option. Crimson Money says, I love the latest Auntie Donna video. Well, give me a link. Y'all don't want to give us links anymore. Give us the links. Okay, click on a fucking link if you don't have a link. Yeah. Skipping over go glitter rainbow. Yeah, that could be what we do. But yeah, so we did some streams over the past week, so check them out on the Twitch. The VODs are there. But yeah, I have like the marble stuff recorded, but I don't really know if that's I don't know if it's worth even putting up anywhere. I don't know. All right, here's the Auntie Donna video. Give me a second to make a thing. Oh, all my stuff is messed up. It's not messed up, but we changed a bunch of settings here for DKG last week. All right, here's the new Auntie Donna video toy.
Guys, there is no way you're getting this kind of quality out on the streets.
What in John So's good graces? You kids are out of bounds!
Quick, leg it.
Where are your hats? We don't make it out of bounds for no reason. What is it? Oh.
Mr. Broden, you bigger linguini? Why, you got ravioli for the brain? Well, the bells are gonna ring-a-ding-a-ding, you shit of lasagna, and...
What are you? Found it near some kids selling garlic bread.
So,
What the fuck is this? Oh, assistant principal, the assistant principal. What are you doing here?
This is a school. You're teachers. Go teach, you cunts. Go teach.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Sister Brooke.
Sorry, Sister Ball. Of course. I'm so sorry.
Silly toy.
Silly toy. Stupid.
I feel like I'm going cuckoo crazy.
Is it time for tiny work, little assistable? Yes. It's just as I'd suspected.
yeah, okay. Yeah, you know, maybe not my speed. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. What else do we got? Do we have anything, some stuff that might not get us, content ID strike. How about that, folks? No, no, guys?
They're here.
see. What do we got? Here's a video from Clickhole. Post this video to let people know your son has been ruled out as a suspect in your husband's murder. Oh, this is when I was texting. I'm not gonna read this out. Well, the joke is the title. I mean, post this video to let people know your son has been ruled out as a suspect in your husband's murder. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's a Clickhole video. That's what we got. Yeah, we do have link previews on Ren Goose, so what else we got? What else? Alright. Sure. I don't know. Whatever. You're the one submitting the videos. How about that? Gangsta's Paradise, but it's Sonic tripping out on acid. Come on. Some more text stuff. I'm not reading this stuff out.
You don't know the way. Do you know the way?
No.
Meow.
Yeah, I mean, it's Gangsta's Paradise, all right. Yeah, Gangsta's Paradise. Look at that. Oh yeah, BioCow. That's a good one. I think that was in the Discord, right? Let's see. Is it so? Okay, BioCow, you let me know, because is this the same, the original one of these that was posted like last year, or is this a new one? Because I mean, I'm sure they make these. They probably do these every year, I bet. I don't know. This is at Not So Gosling. It's 2019, and there's still no video more terrifying than this.
I'm Maddie, Recruitment Vice President.
I'm Haley, Chapter President. I'm Jean Marie, Formal Recruitment Chair.
We've been waiting for you all summer, and we're so glad you're finally here.
Ugh. So those are back. It's back. Oh, we've got a caller.
Oh,
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
hello.
Hello.
My name is Doug.
Hi, Doug. How's it going, Doug?
I'm from Saskatchewan.
Oh, very nice. Saskatchewan. How's Saskatchewan this time of year?
Oh, we're just Saskatchewan our nuts, as we like to say out here. That's an old saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one
we
of those
love
like
it.
long-running local sort of.
Local joke.
Yeah. Well,
Local jokel. That's another great one.
A
that we
local
can come up
jokel?
with exclusively.
yeah. Hey, Justin. How's it going?
Hey, ha! Fuck you guys. I'm not Doug. Fuck Saskatchewan. I don't even not sure that shit's real.
How's it going, man?
Hey. I got here before the half-hour mark, so that's an improvement on the pre-show.
How was your Tuesday?
Oh shit, man. I'll tell you what. I'll talk about it a little bit because I'm actually doing it. But I'm at the point now where I've actually like edited an episode of the new Raise the Dead show, which has been long in gestation.
That's the name of the historical podcast, Raise the Dead.
Historical podcast. It's called Raise the Dead. And I have an episode, and I sent it around to a few people, and I got some notes, and so I re-edited it, and then I'll send it to more people, and then I'll do the next few episodes. But that was one of my realizations out there in Italy. Was that I was gonna work with a couple people, and I just kind of had this sort of like come to Jesus moment that
Jesus, please.
I just needed to do it myself. I had to edit it myself. Even if I was gonna work with an editor, I had to edit one episode, so I could know kind of like what I wanted it to be, like what my instincts were, what I liked, what I didn't like, and that was part of this journey. Was just doing it. So. I'm happy with what I did today. Didn't stream today. I decided to dedicate my time to that. And so that was my Tuesday.
Very nice.
Other than that, just digging myself out of the hole that I had left for myself with not doing shit for 2 weeks.
You're getting caught up on the podcast stuff.
Yeah.
Rather politics and the Jury Daily.
So yeah, Jury Daily, and then I did an episode of the Heaton podcast. Did I make it to the Bone Crypt in Rome? Yes. I got a funny story about the going to the Capuchin Crypt.
Oh, cool.
In Rome. I don't know. I would tell it now. There was a drunk guy. There was a very drunk person. On tour.
Was he a skeleton or just a?
He was so like he was just these fucking drunk guys, and they're just like they're like rattling like up and down the street.
Hey,
and then,
where's my skin?
And then they get so fucked up that they start like playing xylophone on their ribs and shit. Like I'm like, come on, man, have some fucking decorum.
Yeah, a dog comes by, steals his femur.
Yeah, and he's like, I mean, give a dog a me, and we're like, that's not even funny.
Doesn't even really track. The collection of you is a different name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hack jokes.
Fucking reanimated death specter. Piece of shit.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool.
So there's a drunk guy. In Italy, they don't give a fuck about alcohol. Like they just sell it wherever. We went to a gelato shop that was selling kids' toys, and there was like a full bar there. Like they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about open containers. It's just like ain't no rules there when it comes to booze.
Yeah.
So we had a busy tour day. We did Colosseum. We did the Roman Forum and Palatine Hill. That's like where Rome was founded and all the palaces and shit were. We do that in the morning, and then in the afternoon we do two of the things that we really wanted to do. One of them was this Bone Crypt, and the other was this temple that I gave a fuck about because it was a church that also had a pagan temple in the basement.
Oh, cool.
No, we went to Sicily, and we saw one church that was a Hellenic pagan temple, then a mosque, then a Catholic church, the original KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell.
I'm at the pagan church. I'm at the mosque. I'm at the combination. Back conversion mosque. Very fun. Oh God.
So anyway, this asshole. So this guy. So first, we find out, and they tell us literally at like the last moment as we're walking onto the bus. They're like, "Hey, by the way, guys, it turns out we had some bus trouble with other tours. So I'm sure you guys don't mind that there's gonna be another tour on our bus." And we're like, we're fucking whatever. What are we gonna do? Say no? And like, anyway. So we get on this bus, and this dude is on there. This man is drunk, Bryce. He is drunk.
Sure.
He has
Italian drunk or tourist drunk?
Fucking Canadian tourist. Skinny dude.
Ooh.
And he's got a fucking massive Heineken bottle, like a roadie. He's bringing his. And by the way, we're going to the super lit fam, awesome, dope shit fucking tour that includes the first Christian crypt. You know you gotta fucking be on one for that.
Yeah. It's not like they're gonna give you communion wine when you go, so.
No,
and
look, initially I saw him walking to the bus with that roadie, and I was like, I turned to Ashley and I'm like, oh shit, man, that fucking roadie seems like a good idea. Like that'd be pretty dope. Then this man almost swore me off drinking.
Really?
You know, he was annoying as shit and disrupted the entire fucking trip. And then it all came to a head. We're at this Google Capuchin Crypt Rome.
Sure.
Capuchin like the monkey. So we're in this thing, and this is an amazing thing, breathtaking to see. Everything that you're going to see that Bryce is going to bring up here, these are all human bones. There is no like molding.
Whoa.
There is no clay.
It's all
the
accented.
shit you see is all made of human bone, right?
Holy crap. Holy crypt.
So one thing that was just kind of there because of the combined tours, we got to that place, which was like the draw of why everybody's buying tickets to this fucking tour.
Yeah.
We get there with 10 minutes before they close.
Oh,
so
geez.
we are already on like the fast track. We're doing the short version of each one of these little rooms.
Mm-hmm.
But we are behind the tour group with the drunk asshole. And so all I hear is as the guy in front of us is trying to be like, and then they did this, and then they did this, and then they go, what? And then, yeah, and if you'll notice, that's a curve. Okay, and we're gone. I can fucking hear this dude raising his hand and asking question after question after question after question, log jamming the entire thing.
Oh, sure.
So we get to this third room, which I couldn't find a picture of it on Google Images, but it's more of a traditional kind of prayer room that has what I have now been educated is called a kneeler. It's like a wooden thing that you kneel on to pray.
Sure,
right?
like you would have behind a pew.
Yeah, exactly. And so that group gets ushered out of that room, and my group gets brought into that room so we can begin our tiny little tour. And the fucker runs back into that room. So he, amongst a bunch of strangers, can kneel on the kneeler and pray because he really needed to pray. Like, it was TV level fucking annoying and awkward. It was insane.
But no one else. So you guys were just being shown the room. This was not like, well, I mean, I guess if you're time constrained, they really just wanted to get you guys out of there anyway. But
yeah, they were like, because the people that, I guess the tour company has a good enough relationship with the museum that has the crypts in it that normally they were like, hey, look, it's a 30-minute tour. If we're there less than 30 minutes, they usually won't let us in. But because we have a good enough relationship, it's like, whatever. Come on in. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And it was going fine until this asshole just kind of kept being a loud, drunken piece of shit. So as a loud, drunken piece of shit, I felt awful that he was giving our community a bad name because there's plenty of times that I have gotten drunk and yelled, but I didn't do it in a fucking bone crypt. Jesus, sir.
Yeah. Well, especially in a way that like slows things down for everyone else.
Yeah.
You know?
All I can imagine is, sir, this is an Arby's. And we look up and it's one of the skeletons.
And then he starts breakdancing. Hey, can you turn yourself down just a little bit?
Yeah. How about this?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yo, 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 yo.
Yeah. How was it getting around? How was it getting around? Was there much of a language barrier?
Rome was pretty English savvy. I would say that by and large we really didn't run into many. There was only one time that we kind of really ran into a problem, and that was in Sicily, in Palermo. We had an Airbnb, or we had a B&B, which I thought was a fucking hotel that wasn't a hotel. Also, pro tip, everything in Sicily is a fucking bed and breakfast. There's like 3 hotels on the entire fucking island, so be careful when you're booking. But we wound up getting into this B&B, and as it turns out, the road that leads into it is under construction. So we now have to take this really roundabout way to get there, and we wound up turning in our rental car early, so we had to face the prospect of getting in a cab and trying to explain to the cab driver in whatever translation we were going to try and do this like really complicated and annoying way that is not what his GPS is going to tell him to get back. And so we just literally wound up having him drop us off like in the construction area, and we just walked through the construction area.
Yeah.
So it was a lot faster.
Oh my God.
But that was the only time where I was like, I'm just going to surrender to the language barrier because I'm not even going to try.
Yeah. Man, well, welcome back. Glad to have you back. Were you feeling it? Because 2 weeks is a long vacation.
Yeah. I had my normal, like, a weekend. I was like, if there were an emergency,
if I had to go back home right now,
if the bat signal went up and was like, we need you home immediately, like, I don't know what that would be in my line of work. Like, I don't know if it would.
The podcast factory shut down.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Even if like Trump was getting like impeached, I'd just be like, oh, I guess I just got to record into this microphone that I brought, like, give my opinion here. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. About a weekend, it was good. It was very, very good. We had a great time. Loved Sicily was the best. I would highly recommend Sicily. And no bullshit, Sicily looks like Hyrule. Sicily looks like Hyrule more than anything I've ever seen in my entire life. There's just something about how close all the hills are together and how kind of like regionally dispersed. So these are a lot. So that would be kind of the better idea of it. But imagine it like kind of like pulling back.
Sure.
And just all that sort of like mountainous terrain, and there's a big mountain in like in one portion of it, and there's like beaches and shit. It's just like, I don't know. It was very Hyrule-esque.
Wow.
So that is
the ruins?
the Valley of the Temples. We went there. But those are all old Greek shit. Sicily's really rad because it's been conquered like by a million different people.
Right.
Everybody who had ships conquered Sicily.
Yeah. Ooh, wow. That's cool. So was there, I mean, with it looks like there's a lot of like wilderness kind of adjacent to the city space. Did you do much like hiking or outdoorsy stuff?
Fuck no. Fucking sat around and we drank and we ate food. It was fucking dope. No, we didn't really do anything active. In fact, we went to Mount Etna, which wound up exploding. It's an active volcano, and it exploded as the day we were leaving.
Oh my gosh.
But literally, we just went to a winery and we drank wine.
Yeah.
Although that was another one of these things with the tip situation where like they literally had a fucking wine bar, and it was like, oh, the wine bar opens at 5, so I waited till 5 like a normal person, waiting outside, slowly, rhythmically tapping my fingers on the sliding glass door, waiting for somebody to open the bar.
Yeah.
And then it gets to like 5:45, nobody's opened the bar, so I'm like, hey, is somebody gonna open? Because like we're staying at a winery,
Right.
like a wine tasting at 3.
Is it like a single rental unit, or is it like multiple?
It's like a little resort. It's got a swimming pool, and it was a little too cold for the swimming pool, but they had a swimming pool there, like, and then the bar is next to the swimming pool, but it's like a whole little like 2-room like lounge area. And so it's like we got our wine tasting at 3. Their restaurant doesn't open until 7:30. The fuck else? What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Right?
You're at a winery with drink. Yeah.
Like, I'm here to drink and look at wine being grown. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty much why you exist. You're a single service concept.
Yeah. At least sell me a bottle and a glass, and I'll figure it out myself.
Exactly. Yeah. But anyway, so eventually I talked to a lady. I'm like, hey, when are they gonna open the bar? And they're like, oh, it's open whenever. And I'm like, well, it's like locked. She's like, oh no, I have to open it. I'm like,
I would love to drink.
like, yeah, you want to? I mean, like, I don't know where we go with this guy. I don't know if it's a language barrier. But open the fucking bar, lady.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, no, that was fun. I don't know, Ashley. Do you have any vacation stories you want to tell Bryce?
I saw her dabbing around Italy.
Oh, do you?
Wow.
Ashley went to an Italian hospital.
Oh God.
That was
Why?
fun.
What happened?
I thought I had a sinus infection.
Oh, I hope it was something less severe than that.
It went away. It went away a
Oh.
few days later. But I did get antibiotics and defrauded the Italian medical system. So
Get
that was
fucked,
fun.
Paisan!
Wow.
I'll never get my €5 now.
Yeah, it was €5.
Oh my
And they
God.
told her to go to the post office, but the doctors didn't give her the right number to correspond
They
with
didn't give me like
taking
a case number. or
€5 at the post office because that's how you pay for fucking medicine there.
What? That's
And so we just fucking left. So, hey, state of Italy, fuck you.
Yeah, my antibiotics were like €7.
yeah.
So,
That's very cool.
Yeah.
How are the facilities at an Italian hospital?
I mean, there was nobody there except for me. I just walked in and sat down. So that my taxi driver had to take me where I needed to go. So I had no idea where I was going. I didn't tell you this, did I? He like,
No.
yeah,
Oh,
no.
no. You told me about the taxi driver. Sorry, I just saw somebody said, where do you order pizza? The library?
Anyway, it was fun. An adventure. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was it kind of cleared itself up.
yeah, it's good. I'm full of health.
you toughed it out.
I did. It was fine. I waited a couple.
You probably
of days.
would have taken the medicine if we weren't going to the winery that day.
That's true.
Good point.
Right. So now, if anyone needs some amoxicillin,
Yeah.
my DMs.
We're selling Italian moxicillin.
Well, we're parodying the idea of selling of Italian antibiotics. Not really.
Italian moxicillin sounds like one of those like TV anchor like Italian moxicillin.
Red leather, yellow leather, moxicillin, Italian moxicillin, moxicillin from Italia, Italian Italia.
How was the vegan food? People were asking.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of red sauce, a
Yeah.
lot of pizza.
It's probably
Oh
the
my God, that's
easiest
all
though.
they-
It was the easiest
Yeah.
of
No,
all of
definitely.
our international travel.
Yeah. There's always a red sauce.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also, like that's literally all they fucking eat is pasta. And
Woo!
it's like, it
God
is-
damn. They love it.
Carb loading.
Two fucking plates of pasta for every meal.
Oh, that's great.
Animals, they fucking devour it.
Yeah. All right.
Sounds
I'm
great.
gonna go climb some curtains. Anyway, see you later, Bryce.
Bye, Ashley. Welcome back.
Bye, wife. Oh, dabbing.
And dabbing back in the good old U.S. of A.
Yep. Do we go to the Coliseum? We did. I have a picture of me flashing the Diamond Club sign in the Coliseum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll see if I can pass it along to you.
How was Italy for your Instagram game?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Ashley took a bunch of photos. So there's a little cheers.
Man spreading.
That was there in Palermo. I wish the water was a little more warm. That's a little cousin.
Yeah.
Little Siciliano cousin.
Wow. Oh, he's a cutie.
Oh yeah, he was adorable. He really loved. I kept the universal language of shit blowing up.
So cute.
But no, this is the real
Oh
one.
my God.
That's Real work right there. Argo the dog eating a fucking gigantic bowl of spaghetti.
Come on, Argo, do it for the gram.
Just imagining him pulling out a little fork and twirling the pasta now.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Oh, wait. Here's my thing. Yo.
Yo, 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 yo!
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Good.
Man, I hesitate to tell you how good.
Oh.
Let's just get it out on Front Street. Get it out of the way.
Okay, then do so.
Justin?
Yeah.
Not messing around this month. This is pre-show talk only. This is Fight Club. None of this goes on the real show.
Okay.
4th day of the month. Rank 4. 3 stars.
Uh-oh. What are you working with now?
A tweak on that mech hunter. That new snip snap, paddywhack, multiply echo clone. This old mech is a 2/3 with echo. I sound like I'm doing the beginning of Die Hard. Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, except for the 4 assholes coming in 2x2 formation. The Snip Snap is the new card that, if you play your cards right, on turn 10...
because it's a card game.
Yeah, that's right. On turn 10, if you've played 2 Galvanizers while you have it, then that means you can play this thing. It's magnetic 2/3 that with a death rattle of creating 2 more 1/1s, you can play that thing 4 times to enhance a card at the end.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Man, I gotta get on that. Share that string with a good brother.
Post it somewhere.
Yeah, you got to. I'll send it to you. You do have to. All you have to do is log in. I think today's the last day. In fact, you may want to log in right now, because I think it's like this 4-day stretch where you just get the card for free.
By doing what?
Logging in. Like you log in and it's like, thank you for not leaving. Have Snip Snap.
Oh no, then I definitely have it. I've been playing it today.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I think you did Scoop of Faith and Zeus and Hera for resubscribing.
Scoop of Faith.
Scoop of Faith sent a very interesting email to me.
Oh?
Wait, didn't he already have a sexy email that he sent before?
Well, he sent another one that apparently over the Memorial Day weekend, he and his lovely wife went to go meet some new friends who share a similar lifestyle. And at a certain point during the small talk, they asked, how was the drive? Because it was a bit of a drive. And he said, oh, yeah, it was fine. We were just listening to podcasts. And they were like, oh, I love podcasts. What were you listening to? And he's like, oh, the show Politics with Justin. And the guy stops him and is like Jury from the morning stream?
That's great.
Wow. Did they share anything more than that?
A lot. All there is to give.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Very cool. Inspiring, y'all.
So yeah, that's a thing. But that was hilarious. Emails I never thought I'd receive in my life. I don't know if every once in a while I think about oh man, god damn it, I could have been working at the New York Times or something like that. But I don't think there's a lot of people that I know that work at the New York Times that are getting that email. And I kind of feel like I want that email more than I want a byline to the New York Times. So.
Hells yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Bryce, where should I send you if I'm sending you pictures?
My email is probably the easiest. Yeah. How's your Tuesday, Brian?
Tearful.
Oh.
One of my favorite things that's happening right now is that Josie is asking me to share good movies with her, and she is fairly trusting on what defines a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
So this morning we watched Logan, and she watched her dad cry for 2.5 hours straight, and then by the end she was a sobbing wreck. It was fantastic. It was great. It's so wild to me that the 11-year-old can totally handle all that stuff, while the 15-year-old not so much.
I mean, it's just different people, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's not fazed by the violence or anything, or the cursing, or
No, she gets wiggly with it, but is along for the roller coaster ride. And she it's not a deal breaker.
Yeah.
But that whole the whole psionic blast seizure scene in Oklahoma City, where it's just the slow murdering of 17 people in a row, like when that scene ended, she was just like, Dad, I press pause. I gotta walk this off. Like it was just so taxing. She gets if it goes around.
Wait, so what's next on the list? Because like you would, I'd heard everything that was already watched, but what is
Yeah,
next?
we did Jaws, Poltergeist, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. She binged 2 seasons of Stranger Things. Mm-hmm. We just did Logan. She was interested in I don't think she remembers any of the Iron Man movies, so I think we may start with the first Iron Man.
Oh, you might. All right, so go with the Marvel, the early MCU.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, I think we'll just watch the first Iron Man and maybe skip to the third one. There's not a lot, and then that's it. I don't want to get caught up in that whole taking another lap through the whole MCU. I'm so exhausted after Infinity War or Endgame. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what was your favorite of the ones that you watched?
I think it might have been Jaws. It is a picture perfect movie. And also the first time I had seen it in its entirety.
Right.
You'd never seen Jaws in its entirety?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jaws is pretty dope, man.
There was
the quiet scenes are shot really well. Like it's like all those like Spielberg-y tricks that were all like for the first time.
Well, it was fun too to kind of break down the Campbell's monomyth through it, because you see him literally refusing the call to adventure by refusing to call it a shark attack and misclassifying it as a boat accident. And then you see him refuse the call to adventure again, or you find out that he's afraid of the water, and then you see him, cross into a crazier world. He meets a crazy wizard who bestows upon him gifts of seamanship, and he gets all the way up to that moment where Neo realizes that he's the one. Oh yeah, we watched The Matrix recently as well, so I think she was getting hip to all
How did that
stuff.
hold up?
Really well. Like The Matrix really holds up.
The first one?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I got a weird question for you.
I remember that movie was so fucking good, and it was like one of the few times in life where I remember like watching a movie and it was just like immediately everyone just knew, oh, a sci-fi classic is in theaters. Go see the sci-fi classic that's in theaters now. That's a fun thing that just dropped in our lives. Hooray for the science fiction classic in theaters. And I was so pumped for those sequels, and like, whew, woof a doodle.
We talked about the legends I heard about why they sucked, right? Did I tell you this?
No, I don't know.
The story I heard was that the original plan was The Matrix, and then the second movie would be the total prequel of the Rise of the Machines, and then the third movie was going to be all the good parts of what was in episode parts 2 and 3. And the studio said, so let's get this straight. You want to have a Matrix movie without Morpheus, Neo, or Trinity. Ew, about that. And so after many negotiations, where they ended up was they were given the Animatrix, which is where the New Renaissance tells that story in about 20 minutes, and then what was the third movie gets stretched out to 2 pieces of garbage.
I mean, that makes sense. Although at that point that you're not able to do your first plan, maybe you should think of other things that would happen. Movie.
Also, J.C. Calhoun is asking if not believing it's a shark attack, refusing the call. He did believe it's a shark attack. That's the whole point, is he wanted to do it, but he allowed himself to get bullied out of doing it by the forces that be. So the refusing of the call doesn't have to be the main character. Yeah, I mean, I guess it
I don't know, Brian. Campbell police. They're on the case.
You know what I was thinking it would be interesting to see someone condense that second and third film. But that reminded me that I found someone upon my lap, I happened to end up with that Breaking Bad movie recap, and it is awful. It's no good that way.
Oh, really?
It's no good that way. It's no good. Yeah.
Wait,
I could only make it like maybe an hour into it because it's.
So you didn't watch it, but it's unwatchable.
I watched an hour of it.
All right.
I watched an hour. You would not. It's not a good way to present that, I don't think.
I thought it was fine. I enjoyed it as a revisit. It was a lot of fun to spend 2.5 hours reminding myself of all the best parts of the story.
I'm okay to disagree.
Great.
I'm probably in between you, but I'm more sympathetic to Bryce in that I appreciated it for the Tetris quality of like, oh, look how you fit all these scenes together. Where if you had no idea, if I were to mind erase myself, I could watch this movie and I would think that this was a coherent narrative.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would ever in my life just turn it on. I think I watched whatever I watched and was like, oh, neat. And that was pretty much a wrap.
And then once they started to add in new music cues, like the Requiem for a Dream song in it, I was like, this is fine. I don't know.
I guess I feel like it served one of 2 functions, neither of which was to replace the original story. If you were somebody who had already seen the story, it's a great reminder of, a lot of cool things happened in that story. If you're somebody who had all of your friends talking to you about it and they won't shut up about it, and you think to yourself, do I really want to invest 80 hours to be able to speak a common tongue with these other people? No, I do not. That's a fine way for you to be able to share 80 vocabulary words with somebody speaking a different language and at least have a general idea of what the thing is that they're all sharing.
Okay. Sure. That's fine. That seems like a way. I mean, I did not get it when it first came, or I did not, find it when it first came out, and so every time I heard talking about it, I did not. The way it was listed is cinematic recap, which I think is probably a much more accurate description than a movie cut of Breaking Bad. Because if you go into it like I did, thinking it would be like a movie cut of Breaking Bad, it's not that. And it doesn't fit that well at all.
With the actual Breaking Bad movie that they shot secretly,
I think it's still on its way. The Aaron Paul sequel.
Yeah,
I think it's on its way still. Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about that. What's the story there?
Like they were in New Mexico and they just like Aaron Paul was shooting a movie in New Mexico with a fake name, and then it kind of leaked out that it was in the Breaking Bad universe. And like it's one of those things that like any week now, I'm sure we'll just get a trailer out of nowhere and it'll just be like, what the fuck? Breaking Bad movie.
Amazing. It is remarkable to me that anybody's able to keep a secret. I guess nowadays, though, if you're in the biz, there's no money in telling anyone anymore. Like it used to be.
The problem for them keeping a secret is that like they're shooting in New Mexico at the same locations with the same crew. And it's not like that crew is like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'll shoot a commercial this weekend. It's like, no, everyone's going to shoot for Breaking Bad because between Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, that's been the way everybody makes money doing, TV shit in New Mexico.
And it looks like it was either announced or was widely reported back in February, because I do remember hearing that it was on its way. This Aaron Paul vehicle. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what that'll look like. Everything I've tried to Google it, and this one article says, when is it going to be released on Netflix, which makes me think there might end up being some...
I think the last thing I remember hearing was that it was going to be a like Netflix AMC joint
thing.
venture, and so it would like air on AMC one night, and otherwise it would just be available on Netflix.
That would make sense. They did that for the last seasons of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul internationally.
And in fact,
if it's
Netflix,
a TV movie, then that might cushion that project.
That was sort of the patient zero for the whole binging get caught up phenomenon as they got into the last couple of seasons.
Sure.
Netflix made a lot of got a lot of reputation, cred.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say so, man. We got a rep street cred. Netflix out here on the block, popping their pussies.
That's right. That's exactly what they're doing.
Did you see that Westwood trailer or Westworld? Westworld trailer?
No, there's a new one.
Aaron Paul's in it.
Yeah, it's
That's good.
It tells a very convincing lie that we're gonna go outside of Westworld, but I don't believe them. Fool me once, shame on me. like basically, it looks like what I deeply hoped season 2 was going to be, which is, oh my God, a global robo-apocalypse would be really fun to watch. But instead, season 2 was a big reminder that kind of spent a lot of money on all this Westworld stuff, so why don't we, maybe we'll go to Samurai World, which is also the Westworld set, and find lots of reasons to stay here in Westworld. But the new trailer looks like it's just robots busting out into the world.
I mean, that's how season 2 kind of set up, right? Like it definitely set up that it's like, oh, we're I don't know, a bunch of us died, I guess. I fucking forget. There's a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, there was that. I don't want to spoil it, but there was that thing at the very end of the...
Spoiler alerts for Westworld. Just fucking do Bryce's anime shit with fucking Westworld and just watch the pilot and the fucking finales, and I think pretty much you'll get the gist.
But I don't know. I mean, then I bet they stick with that. I think they'll probably stick with that urban environment for this new season.
Gambling Man brings up a good point. Their Western set did burn down, so maybe there's not as much of a financial incentive to make sure that we stay in Westworld.
And I think a lot of those sets in Westworld were like studio sets, like stock sets that were, because there are some there's a not like the main church, but there's another town with a church that they shoot in at Westworld that is definitely also the Mexico set from Arrested Development. So like that's not all HBO. Or, that's there are. It's probably not maybe that. I don't know. Did
you watch that Deadwood, Justin?
Not yet. I ain't watched the Deadwood yet. I didn't realize it was out. I did watch the end of Veep. I finally watched the final season of Veep. Veep remains one of the funniest shows. It stuck the landing. One show on HBO stuck the landing, and it was Veep. So, yeah. I don't know if there's any other Veep heads in the chat.
The last
hit me with your Veep takes.
The last season of Veep was great. I did love that when the show actually brought up the idea of using the fact that our numerical system is based on is from Islam. That
Arabic numerals.
Arabic numerals. That sort of being like a rallying for that. Do we want Arabic numbers in our American schools? And then having that happen like 24 hours later, happening in real American politics.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Veep is that last season. It's always been a cynical show, But that last season, when they're like, well, fuck it, we don't have to come back for anything. You don't have to like these characters after this. So like, it went like jet black humor, like not even like Waka Waka isn't politics a game where you have to sell your soul. It was like, oh no, like this is info war level, like just like conspiracies being like dismissed like with a quip because like I need to be president of the United States.
Yeah, it's very good. And I'm glad they kind of stuck the landing after Iannucci left, because it seemed like you weren't sure how much gas they had left in the tank without him.
Yeah, I mean, I think they kept the writing staff that needed to be there, and really the show is like about like take a thing that happened in real politics and then make it the funniest possible version behind the scenes and write clever enough insults and curse words at each other, and bada bing bang boom.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Got yourself a show. Hey, you got yourself a show, kid. I think I've seen a million shows, and none of them got a show like yours.
So, Bryce did an experiment, and he watched the Deadwood movie without ever having seen the Deadwood show.
Oh yeah.
And what did you think, Bryce? Thumbs up, thumbs down for old Deadwood?
A reserved thumbs up. You know, I think all the main story beats play, right? Weird out-of-towner kills the guy everyone likes in town, and then we gotta get him. I think most of that stuff does play well. I think in the show, is Al the main character, or is it the marshal?
He certainly starts off. We start off with the marshal. And it was good to call him Raylan. We start off with Raylan, and he's
I don't know that. Okay.
It's the same. Timothy Oliphant is the same actor who's the main character in
Justified.
Yeah, Justified.
Gotcha.
So we followed his adventures for a very long time. But anyway, so Raylan, the very first episode is him saying, "I'm done being sheriff. I'm done with all this." Like he's chasing off a lynch mob, and he's like, "I'm gonna go open a hardware store." And he goes, and then, Al Swearingen runs this joint, and he's like, what are you doing here? Let's butt heads a little bit, and then before you know it, he's a lawman. And he's like, dang it.
I mean, basically the large arc of the show is you kind of realize that, all right, well, he's the kingpin of the town, the unelected mayor, the real power of the town.
I see.
The sheriff is the law and order. And they butt their heads until they realize that there are much larger forces that are there to kind of change their way of life between the government and business and everything. And so, I mean, really, to me, it is David Milch's greatest achievement. Like, if you look at those, there's so many times where I just go back to themes in Deadwood, and you're like, man, like there's just so much awesome shit in there, and I'm excited to see the movie, because that was a show that to me stuck the landing by not trying to end. Like, it just ended at season 3, and it's like, even if you just watch that final episode of season 3, you're like, god damn, like the fucking show still ends in such a great way.
Did you hear about this Alzheimer diagnosis from David Milch?
Only from you. You mentioned it during
Weird Things. Yeah. I didn't know it was so recent. This article says it was only on April 23rd, so like a month and change ago.
Oh, geez. So way after they produced the movie.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. I forget which book it was, but one of those books that came out about like the
Difficult
Golden
Men
Age.
or something.
What was that?
We both read Difficult Men, right?
Yeah, it might have been Difficult Men. Was that the one where they talked about him? Like, it was a rare writer's room because he would like live edit somebody's scripts, and like everybody would watch, and he would just like be reading it out loud, like in the characters' voices, and then just like changing things on the fly, and everybody would just watch on like a projector screen that he would like change stuff on it. Like, he was a real oddball.
The version I heard is that he would show up just barely sobered up and just dictate everybody's lines live on set.
That was NYPD Blue.
Okay.
NYPD Blue, he was so fucked up that he literally, apparently one of the most famous, I never watched NYPD Blue, and apparently one of the scenes that like effectively earned Dennis Franz an Emmy is Dennis Franz like just in a church yelling at God. And that entire scene was shot where David Milch was just like, yeah, now yell this at God. And Dennis Franz would just be like, God, fuck you. And like, all right, tell him, I'll shit on you, God. And he's like, are you okay? Yeah, I'll shit on you, God. And they just ended together, and it was fucking great.
All right, now pull down your pants and show America your butt, Dennis Franz.
Yeah,
It'll be controversial.
He's like, I got an Emmy. Like, and he unscrews the head of the Emmy and drinks it because it's a secret flask.
Oh my God.
Alrighty, we should probably do the show. Huh?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Let me pee in the potty and then we'll rock this.
Okay.
Well, Bryce.
Hey, Justin.
What's your new sports fix? Because you don't have your Ducks.
I have one, right? Yeah, the Ducks.
You don't have your minor league football.
Yeah, what are the summer sports? Is it
baseball really? And then every once in a while we get the World Cup. Although we do have the Women's World Cup. And the Women's World Cup, any kind of international high-level soccer like that, like World Cup soccer is always a fun, just leave it on the background to watch. And the Women's World Cup is great because we fucking dominate, which is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't found, I don't have a team. People are saying the NBA championships, NBA finals are going on right now.
Yeah, but that's
almost done.
Basketball hipster is a pretty good place to be these days because there's a ton of people writing about it.
Sure.
There's a lot of fun shit on like Reddit. Like you had mentioned on your Instagram, which now you post the Instagram stories.
Yeah.
That there's, the best player on Toronto is Kawhi Leonard, and you were joking about like Kawhi, like the Japanese cutesy shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that is the level. If you enjoy that pun, that NBA Reddit is for you, my friend. Like this is your people.
Thalcott saying Canadian football starts soon.
I mean, get the fuck out of here. Got the fucking patience for that, man. Like, I don't know. There's a million. All right, BRB.
Okay. And someone just mentioned this in the chat, but a little bit of update. We had scheduled to have Tomcat on tonight, but I think he's kind of having an issue with his sinuses, and so he's not in a position to be singing right now. So we are indefinitely had to bump him. He bumped himself, really.
He bumped himself just as long as he didn't bump himself off.
Then we're happy. No, that's
Spin Dash losing his shit. No. Screw him and his fake injury. This is bullshit. Him and Huey Lewis canceling at Nutty Brown Cafe. Fuck you. Man, that would have been, if he had just done that one more show, we had a chance to see the last show.
Oh, right. Because that was right then.
We were the first cancellation of whatever show he did before that was his last show ever.
Oh, bummer.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, that drives me nuts.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, we're wishing Tomcat well. I think he's figuring out treatments and stuff. It's a whole thing, but he was saying it affects the way he sing, or, his ability to sing. And, when you're coming on to sing, you don't want to look bad.
To be clear, it's not that it affects his singing so much as it affects his emotions about how he feels about watching you walk every day. Like he's not feeling it because he's not loving you. Yeah, I could just put on a mullet and a black shirt. Maybe I honestly appear as Tomcat.
I don't have a good enough read on Tomcat to know whether he would be offended or really
here's flattered. If he is offended, he's gonna be offended because he's just like, that motherfucker is nowhere near as jacked as me and trying to pretend to be me.
Hey, Bonnie.
Hey, bitches, I'm back! It's been a while!
Man, it's been a while for all of us. God damn. God damn! I don't know if we forgot
We
to.
got the team back together, baby.
I remember when, after a hiatus, Space Ghost Coast to Coast came back, and the bumpers on the Adult Swim said, "Yeah, for a while there, we actually thought we'd forgotten how to do the show, and then we had to remember how to do the show." So sorry this took so long.
Bonnie made her big entrance and then she left.
Yes.
She's in a blankie.
No, see, that's I just took a shower beforehand, so it's like I'm like I love hot showers, but I don't like feeling like I'm menopausal for the next 30 minutes afterwards.
You do have your beautiful sandals on, so
I do.
yeah, your little sweaty toes can
Sweaty
curl
toes.
and do their thing.
Do their thing.
Do
What
their
is the
thing.
thing they do?
They curl and then they uncurl.
They do. Oh my God, you're busting me in the middle of this. I'm literally doing the move from Die Hard where I and during the show I will take off my. I guess we have to have some kind of.
No, we do not need to have a
in the
foot
studio.
cam. No, we're not
No,
having a foot
no.
cam.
I mean,
No
in the
foot-
new studio, I need a rug or something
Oh,
to ball my curling toes in.
So this is funny because I'm forcing the children to do meditation, mental push-ups called meditation. So I lay down with Callie and we did the 3-minute kids one. And it was like, it told you to ball up your toes and relax them. Ball up your toes and relax them. But this is my favorite part. So somewhere along my journey in life, we picked up this like singing bowl that you ring. Like you had one and then it broke and then like I replaced it or whatever. So we had the singing thing, and then I go.
Wait, hold on. Before
Oh.
singing bowl, like
Yeah.
you sing it, like you sing
No.
into it?
It's a stone. You know how they got like ringing rocks? They're dense enough that they go ding 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 on there. It's a ceramic bowl. Like that, where it's like you go bong, 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 bong.
Oh, okay, so like a little what is it? The steel drums.
Right,
kind of.
Yeah, kind of like that.
It's a bowl, Bryce. You put weed in it. Go ahead.
Well, in this case, the weed is meditation. But anyways, so
the weed is meditation, kids.
It works the other way around too.
so I get that out. And then like I'm like, okay, everybody, we're gonna do some meditation. And they, so you would think that like if you're high-minded, you might go.
If you're
oh,
high-minded,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know.
right.
I'm just using words. So you do the bell and then you go But this is what happens. I go ding, and then it goes. So it's a much different, more grounded sound.
A guttural release.
Guttural release. You're like, oh, mom.
Was that her just trying to like trying to get stress out, or just like not?
No,
being into
nobody
it?
wants
None of
to
them
do
are
this.
into it.
Yeah, all of them are like, except Callie. Callie is just like, yay, mommy and me time. So that'll last for another year or two.
See, I'm trying to find a piece of paper to write on. Let me go downstairs. I'm gonna get a blank piece of paper, and for the game, and then
Blank your mind.
Oh, do we have any concerns about
That's
Kepler barking?
follow-
You want me to go get it? Would you like me to go get it? Paper. Yeah.
Bonnie's just worried about Kepler going nuts. But he usually doesn't. Usually,
Kepler likes me, but
yeah.
Wait a minute. Do you still have him on that collar? Calm him down. The act right collar.
Apparently it only took a couple of times on that because he is very responsive right now. But he doesn't seem to mind putting on the be a good boy collar.
Mm-mm. Yeah, he's been pretty good the past few times I've been in the house. Usually it's Sneakers. Usually if Sneakers starts barking,
Then
he'll
Kepler's like,
follow.
I guess we're barking.
Right.
That's what we're up
right,
to.
right.
All right. Yeah.
But
let's go.
otherwise, Kepler's been pretty good lately.
Man, I saw it here. Let me send over. Wait, do I? Oh, here we go. I think on the show. Oh, you were there. That other dog at the shoot on Sunday seemed very similar to Kepler.
It was It was a black dog.
Well, but I guess
Oh,
I'm
thank you
thinking
very
in
much.
terms of like the way the fur was and the demeanor just reminded me so much of Kepler as a puppy. But I guess all puppies are kind of the same.
Yeah, I mean the fur, the
They're
black
all
fur was definitely kind of the same, length and texture. Though the snout, you could tell in the the
He had
head
a
of the
little bit
snout
more
was
of,
pretty
of,
different.
of that pit bull in the face than
Yeah.
Kepler did.
But their dog was only what, a couple months old?
Face.
6
Massive
months.
in the
months old, but-
waist.
Very sweet. All right, you guys want to do the show?
Yeah.
All right, give me one extra second here. Turn on this thing. Move this thing over here. All right, here we go.